welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to show you how you can glow to the gods and be so luminous and glowy, whether you have dry skin, oily skin, combination skin, and also this is drugstore friendly. I've got tons of tips in here. If you want to know how to get this glow, keep on watching. Alright, so eyeshadow is on. What we're going to do now is start to prime the skin. We're going to be glowing today. So I have been using and totally loving the Spotlight Highlight Primer from Physicians Formula. This one is new for me. I've been using it a ton. I have been loving it so much. But two other alternatives, just in case you're wondering, are my favorites. The L'Oreal Magic Lumi is an oldie but a goodie. And then the Milani Prime and Light is also a really great one. I've just been using the crap out of this one because I love it so much, and I just picked it up not too long ago, so I want to just use it, you know. So take about pump and a half, and I'm going to focus this on the outer perimeters of my face. You can see just, oh, look how glowy that is. It's so pretty, and this is one of those shines that you're going to be able to see through your foundation, whether you set it with a powder or not. So don't worry, this glow is not going anywhere. So I only focus highlighting stuff like this on the perimeters of my face because I don't like to add any type of glow to the center where A, I get oily, and B, I have larger pores. So I'm going to go in with a pore filling primer now, and we're keeping this all drugstore today. So I'm going to use the Milani Instant Touch Up, and now we're going to go in with foundation. You can also mix in your illuminating primer with your foundation for that extra glow. I don't do that, again, because I have oily skin. So, well, it's oily combo, but anyways, that's why I don't do that. So I'm just going to go in with L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This one, even though it claims to be, you know, a matte foundation, it's really not. So I'm going to go ahead and put this all over my face and be right on back. Alright, foundation is on. You can see it just smooths everything out. I am nice, I am flawless, I'm still glowing from within. So we're going to go in with concealer. Now, this is always my favorite part. I recently picked up the Flower Beauty Concealer. So this is their Light Illusion. It says it's a full coverage concealer. I don't find it to be full coverage. I think that as you start to blend it out, you're going to notice that it has light coverage, in my opinion, maybe like light medium. It is buildable, but I don't find it full coverage. So if you've got dark under eye circles, you might want to go in with either a mixture or color correct first and then go in with this. But because it is that Light Illusion, it pulls a ton of light from within the concealer, so you look nice and bright and glowing, and for that reason I totally love this. And this is in the color Light. The applicator on here doesn't pick up a ton of product, so you will have to go and dip back in. And you can find Flower Beauty at Walmart, but apparently it's also at certain Ultas. So that's super cool. You see how it just has such glow to it? This is so pretty. And then for the under eye area, I've got two options here for you. Number one is the Coty Airspun Powder. This is a really good one. You can get this online. You can get it at Walmart as well. One that I just picked up and I've really been enjoying so far is from Makeup Revolution. It's their luxury baking powder, and this one is in the color Lace. It has a bit of a tint to it. It's almost like a light skin tone color, which is what I enjoy. Now again, I said this claims to have full coverage, but I find it to have more of a light to medium coverage, so I do apply a bit more than I normally would, and then blend it on out with my beauty sponge, and then set immediately right underneath my eye with the powder. You see just how brightening this concealer is. It's so pretty. Also, I do notice that because it is a thinner, lighter coverage product, I will crease a bit more than normal. So I definitely recommend setting this right away. And if you're wearing eyeshadow, maybe go in with a heavier under eye just to kind of cover that up. You see how much light this pulls? It's so pretty. It looks so gorgeous underneath your eyes to really brighten up your look. And then just set. Alright, so all of my skin is done, it's prepped, it's set. What we're going to do now is start coming to life and really adding all that glow back into the skin. You can still see the glow that I've got from the Highlight Spotlight Illuminating Primer. You can also see how radiant and gorgeous this concealer is. I mean, it is just beaming. I did set my skin and melt all of my powders together with my Mario Badescu spray, which I always recommend doing. And now we're going to go in and start bronzing up the face. This is my favorite. I say that about everything. I really just love doing makeup. So one of the greatest parts about doing makeup is when you start to bronze. So I'm going to go into the e.l.f. Natural Glow palette. I know it is super duper nasty, but look how beautiful this is. I do have a full review I will link down below for you. I have been using the crap out of this palette. So I'm going to go into the bronzer shade right here with a big fluffy brush. So when I do bronzer, I always do a section at a time, and I do pressing in motions. I never start rubbing around because I don't want to disturb anything underneath it. Not that it would move, but I don't want to give it a reason to move, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to press this in and go back into the hairline as well. The great thing about this palette is that it really does provide such a beautiful natural glow. They did a great job naming it. I highly recommend it if you've got lighter skin tone. The issue is this won't show up on you if you have darker skin tones, and I don't believe they have a darker one right now. So you can see just how much glow and bronze this gave to my face. But we're not even stopping here. And then I'm gonna go in with another bronzer.
What?
I know that seems crazy, but I've been doing this lately and I've been getting so many compliments on my makeup, on my skin, so it looks good. I'm going to go in now with the Butter Bronzer. This is from Physicians Formula, and this is in the color Bronzer. I cannot stand the smell of this stuff. I know a lot of people love it. I think it is way overly scented, and it just smells very fake and artificial, and I don't like it at all. But look at the glow it gives. It's so subtle, but it's also still like beautiful. So I kind of go in hard with both of these because it really adds gorgeous, glowy, bronzy dimension to the skin, and that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what we all want, right? I'm going to go back in with a duo fiber brush and just blend all of these lines together, blend them out. I think I'm going to stop here. I probably would keep going, I'm not going to lie. If I wasn't filming, I'd go in with a little bit more bronzer, but it looks fine. It looks really, really good. As far as blush goes, I'm actually just going to use a lighter blush right over here and just pop this onto my cheek area. Normally, I keep my blush just on the apples, but because this is so light and it also has such a beautiful natural glow to it, I kind of put it all over this area, which I don't normally do, but with this one I do. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to start to pounce and then maybe swirl a little bit just right there. And I always go in with a little bit extra blush because I want to make sure you can still see it, and blush is the first thing to disappear from your face. So I always put on extra, and then when I go in and clean this line up with a loose powder, it ends up toning down the blush a ton. So don't worry, I will not look like a clown, and neither will you. Now we're going to go in with highlight. This part is so much fun. This is a dry brush, and it's just a really natural highlight. You see how pretty it is? It's just so natural. It's so pretty. It really does shine and sparkle, but it's not over the top. So if you really want to take this highlight and amp it up, step it up, you really want to be seen from far away, you're going to want the Master Chrome highlights from Maybelline. These are beautiful. This one is in Molten Gold. So while I do have a gorgeous glow going on right now from the e.l.f. palette, I am going to add some of this because I want to show you how beautiful and amazing and crazy intense you can get. So I won't even use a lot. I just barely like in there. And look at that. So here we have like massive highlight. You're going to see me from 5 million years away. And then here we have beautiful, gorgeous, natural, glowing highlight that is a little bit more subtle but still very much there. And then we have bam, madness, bam, Not so crazy, but gorgeous. Bam! Ah! I just love it. So I'm just gonna do a little bit over here because, you know, I mean, I already got on the other side. What do you want me to do? So there we go. We are glowing. If this is too much for you, don't add it, but don't worry also, because right now we're gonna go in with the Coty Airspun powder and my beauty sponge, and we're gonna clean up this line right here. Now, in the same fashion that this powder will tone down your blush, if you blend upwards, it'll tone down your highlight. If this is like way too much for you, don't worry. You can still take care of it. So I always do a line like that because I want to clean up all of this and kind of cut out my cheeks. And then I take a little bit more and I cup out my cheekbones. So just like that. That way we can raise my cheekbones, which is going to complement my face really well, but it's also going to clean up any of that blush that was out of control earlier, because I am not precise when putting on blush. I am now going to jump off camera, do my brows. I am going to use the Maybelline Total Temptation. I also have a video on this. You know I'm going to link it down below for you. I'm going to go do my brows and I'll be right on back. Ta-da! Brows are on. I put on a little bit of under eye highlight as well as right in here. Everything on my eyes, by the way, is the Jaclyn Hill palette. Let me know if you want a tutorial. It is super easy. It's really, really pretty. What we have to do now is wipe away all of this baking. So, dual fiber brush, and we are just going to lightly wipe away. Now, this is one of those times where if you felt like that highlight was way too much for you and you were not feeling it, you would just go up and buff this right on in. I personally love crazy highlights, so I'm not going to tone it down because I don't want to. Look at this skin. We are glowing, we are beautiful, we are bronzy. What I'm going to do now is the most important part of everything, and that is how we set the face, okay? This is my way of multi-misting. A lot of people do multi-masking. I multi-mist. I need to, because I have an oily T-zone, but I want the rest of this to shine and glow with beautiful luminosity. So I'm going to go in with two different products. The first one is going to be from L'Oreal. This is their Infallible. This does not say that it mattifies, and it doesn't, but it doesn't make me oily, and it really just sets my face. So what I'm going to do with this is spray it down the center of my face. I don't really care if it gets everywhere else, but I'm not going to go out of my way to spray it everywhere. So I'm just going to do a couple pumps down the center of my face, like that. Trying to kind of focus it, but not going out of my way to make sure that it is focused right here. And then this is the most important step if you really want that gorgeous luminosity, okay? You are going to want to set the rest of your face with an illuminating primer mist. Now this one is from e.l.f. It is super duper affordable. I've been using it. I have been loving it so much. I'm going to pick up a card, any kind of card, and I am going to cover my face like this. And I'm only going to spray my cheeks right on that highlight and then anywhere else that it gets. I don't want this anywhere near places that I get oily, so like right here or here, which is why I cover my face like this and then go in and spray. And you are about to see how gorgeous this stuff is. It is so pretty. e.l.f. did an amazing job with this. So again, cover like that. You see that? You see how crazy, intense, and even more glowing my highlight just got? So a little bit more subtle, but this stuff just takes everything to that next level, and that is what I wanted, that is what I love. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. Looking so pretty. I need to jump off camera again and do my lashes. I always do my lashes very last. I don't want any type of sprays near my mascara and risk ruining all of this beautiful work. So again, I'll be right back. We're gonna finish the lips and we'll be all done. Alright, last step for this look is going to be lips. So I'm just gonna go in with the e.l.f. gloss. This is in Champagne Glam. No lip liner, no nothing, just some gloss because I want them to be nice and plump and juicy. and amazing looking, and this stuff brings it. This look is complete. Alright guys, so that is the end of today's video. I mean, everything on me is sparkling, shining, glowing, looking radiant and gorgeous, illuminated. I love it. That is what I've been doing lately. Everything's really affordable. I do use kind of a lot of stuff, but I really like how the outcome looks, so I don't even mind. Let me know what your favorite illuminating products are. What will you be using to really brighten up your skin this spring, this summer? I want to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!